JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, shock and grief beset Cherry Tree Lane after terror attack. Please remember to subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.
Maybe I get in that head. My cousin really couldn't. Jesus. My husband dead. My cousin dead.
Debbie.
Yes.
And you lost your son.
Slide around, slide around.
Here's
Oh God, why didn't do this to me? My heart breaks and it can't come back, it can never fix. I don't know why. Me hurt so much. I never knew what I was last night. I was with my first I never knew I'm here running a tally wall and dead. Oh God.
there's nothing that.
There is shock and sadness in Cherry Tree Lane for parts Clarendon as residents struggle to come to grips with Sunday night's deadly attack in the community. 8 people, including a child, were killed and 9 others shot and wounded. The boyfriend of one of the female victims was a picture of grief when he spoke on Monday morning. Recounting the post-shooting scene, the man said he had never before witnessed that extent of bloodletting in the community.
Nerves up, nervous right now, nervous, my body a shake. But just call her not even 10 minutes ago. And she said she down in the lane with her friend them. And by the time I reach over, one of my friends called me and said, Pia gunshot in the lane. So same time I call her phone. But then I get here one of her friend answer and say, then kill her friend. I say, kill your friend, kill who then kill? I say, wait. And she said, down in the lane. And same time I come down in the lane. But same time, police them reach. I come see one youth right there, so. I see one next youth up on the bag, I see one little baby youth. And by the time police them come and say we have to leave from your son, whatever. Me say them grown on the back again and shoot, man. You're right, I know, man. I know. She just can give them a support, for everybody else support each other with them, like a being a thing with them try help themselves. You understand? First, me ever see this in my life. One time people afraid to come live at charity, for them is a charity and charity. Nobody not afraid to come live at charity. No, nobody now come at charity again. First, this ever happened around here first. In a lifetime. Most of them are my friend because all the youth, when I youth were dead, I'm a friend, real friend. I like, all of we grew up together, all of us a par, close. Yo, much of put on meditation right now. Come more time we link up and just have a drink and whatever. But you me kinda my next friend call me and say, yo, go down the road, I'm just go down the road with him. Yo, let me just go and hold it still.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness, National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang, and other officials visited the area on Monday.
I believe that we're standing at a crime scene. When you look around, it's like any community in Jamaica. This could have been anywhere. A few meters from where I'm standing, a car drove up. The men alighted from the car. One high-powered automatic weapon, which has been certified to be an M16, obviously by virtue of the recovered spent shells, and handguns were used. There may be the view that this was a drive-by, so I want to dispel that from the public consciousness. The men, by the reports we have received, alighted from the car, walked a few meters to this establishment, and they pursued individuals and killed, including an 8-year-old youngster who was just killed right behind that car there. They then went back in the vehicle, went further down into the community, came out of their vehicle again, pursued individuals, and one person was killed. So I want it to be understood that this is not what you would describe as a regular criminal act of a drive-by, and even that should never be described in that way. But this is an act calculated to deliver the highest level of terror. And that is what made me today convene the National Security Council to discuss a criminal act that would not necessarily attract the attention of the National Security Council. But the nature of what was done, and of course what we know about the connections that are involved in this, would make me, as the chairman of the National Security Council and Minister Chang as Minister of National Security, take a very deep look at this problem of organized armed violence and the role that gangs play in the organization, the arming, and producing violence affecting innocent people. We have, over the last 4 years, invested heavily in the investigative capacity of the JCF, and I don't have to go into the examples of the incredible work that the major investigations and other units of the JCF, led by the great work of DCP Bailey, would have done in solving all kinds of crimes. In 2023, I described a similar event as a terror event where a gangster in Mount Salem in St. James with a high-powered weapon opened fire on a public passenger vehicle, killing 3 persons, including 2 youngsters. And at that time, I spoke stridently and I made a commitment to their mothers. I visited them personally and to their other family members that we would capture and bring to justice those persons who are involved. And that was done within a few weeks. So I want the criminals who are involved in this to take my words very seriously. I am personally looking on all areas of the organization to ensure that all the resources necessary from the state, whether it is the financing, whether it is the international cooperation, whether it is the legislative support, will be made available to the security forces to pursue this relentlessly. They must either meet a judge or meet their maker, whichever they choose. But Jamaica cannot countenance this kind of crime where people feel they have the impunity.
We have the horrible incident that took place last night where 8 citizens lost their lives and I think some 9 are in hospital, including 2 children, one from the same mother. Very traumatic. One is 8 and the other one in hospital a year and 9 months. It's an act of terror in this community. And the police have been advised to make every effort, and we will give them all the support required. And that advised me for to institute a curfew. I have supported that, and there are curfew in this year and other areas that have elements of gangs associated with those that are in here. So we have to prevent further reprisal as well as initiating any action against the individuals. The job of interdicting and apprehending and prosecuting criminals with the police, advise the citizens to provide all the required information. We now have the opportunity has raised the issue again live in the public space. The numbers suggest the police have been doing excellent work. Yesterday I said the month of August, 2 weeks, 45% below and 70% nationally in the island. In the Clarendon itself has been doing some hard work daily. They are on the road 24/7 and the numbers were some 39% behind. But I've been advised, perhaps advised to take a look at all the legislation we have. So that we need to strengthen the legislation further beyond what we have done to find that we will initiate that and you'll be advised as soon as we have settled on that and crimes have accepted. But we'll examine all of this because using automatic weapons to fire on innocent citizens is an act of terror. And it frightens the community, and when you get mass murder of this level, it is of course troubling to all of us and to all Jamaicans. The ministry and the government takes this very seriously and will take every step within current legislation and whatever is at our disposal within the security forces to protect citizens, prevent reprisal, apprehend and disrupt the gangs. Every gangster, every criminal in the area between Clarendon and St. Catherine in particular must today understand we were coming for them. We find them, interrogate them, and if they have any kind of even inkling of association with this kind of brutality, we will find and deal with them. The police force is active. They have been here all night and they're still on the road. They are not, you'll not see static preparation with some people expect. But the numbers are here. The term used, they are more kinetic. They are moving around. They're in different districts. They have the intelligence. They know the elements of the gangs. They may not have enough evidence to prosecute now, but they're going to go in the district to prevent the reprisal and the reaction that will come from these areas. But the police too, today, they are accumulating the evidence, and sometimes some of these fellows, they're going to find them even minor crimes. But they intend to disrupt the entire operation. As I said, we will be looking at what elements we can add to this in terms of legislation.
JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.